they can't hold you hostage as far as sitting there saying, "Oh, we're not going to offer you a fight." They have to offer you. You in your contract normally, generally, usually, it doesn't mean it's every contract is the same, but it is. They will say, "Well, we will give you 3 fights per year." Now, that doesn't mean that stays with every fighter there is, but that's the general. And I can't say that Nate says that it's 3 fights. It might be 2 fights, but they will offer you that fight. If for any reason, you say no to the fight, you say yes to the fight, then have to pull out of the fight, and your contract gets extended because they did their part and no, they don't owe you any money. If they do not offer you a fight, then yes, they do owe you what your contracted next fight as far as pay would be. They owe you that pay because they didn't offer you anything. All that's true. There comes a point where every contract will end. There is an end game to everything. And it could be that his is in November. Now, if he doesn't fight his way for them before that, and his end game comes that no matter what, come November, his contract is null and void and gone, then that could be true. But when Dana is sitting there saying, look, I've offered him fights, Dana's not lying. He's offered him fights. And he knows that Nate has turned some of those fights down. Now, when he offered those fights, that I can't say. He knows. Nate knows. It could be that, he hasn't offered him a fight in the last 6 months. That's possible. Okay, he's got to offer him 3 fights a year. That's the norm. So those 3 fights that he offered him, he could have offered him 2 fights in February and March, and then April, May, June, July, August, September, he doesn't offer him anything. It's very possible. He's just got to offer him the 3 fights in a year. So you can end up sitting for a while.
Yeah, and you got to remember that every time he offers him a fight and Nate says no, it extends his contract. So if the contract's saying November, that doesn't mean shit. Now, maybe it does expire because now he said he's available to fight. Like I tried to break this down to people a while back. If Nate says they offered him Chimaev, let's say they offered him Chimaev, let's say January 20th, and Nate said no. But then 2 weeks later, Nate said, hey, I'm ready to fight. That now activates your contract again, but they can extend you without offering you another fight for I believe it's 4 to 6 months. They can extend your contract. I think it's 4 months. So if Nate came back and said, hey, I'm ready to fight, now that I think that wipes out. So now it's extended just for 2 more weeks. It's not extended for the full 4 months. They didn't offer him a fight. Now they have to legally offer him a fight. And if they offered him another one, say in March or April, okay, then now if he says no, that extended it until he comes out and says publicly, hey, I'm ready to fight. Why are they not fighting me? Then however long that took him, 2 weeks, a week, whatever it was, now that extended your contract another week. So maybe his contract is sometimes up in November, sometime in November it's up. But I don't think that they're going to schedule him all right now. They're not offering him any fights. They don't want him fighting during the summer.
I don't think
views during the summer.
It doesn't quite work that way when you say activate. I think there's a 90-day period.
Is there?
If they offer you that fight and you turn it down, they have 90 days to come back with another fight. You turned it down. That's the extension on it. Now you say I'm ready to fight, and they go, okay, we're looking, but they don't have to come with that offer.
So okay, I do believe I've read something like that in my contracts where it was like that. So there is that 90-day period. So they can extend you for those 90 days though.
Yes.
So they'll drag you out. They'll drag you out for those 90 days. Now, I don't think that they've been offering him fights right now because they don't want him to fight during the summer, September, or October.
Look, they want one fight from him.
Fights. They want one more fight.
And you know what fight that is?
Conor McGregor.
Hello. Their biggest problem is really not, it is Nate, but Conor's not ready either.
Yeah.
And when is Conor going to be ready? And then can they get it together? And for the most part, Nate has said, I don't want to fight him again.
Yeah, but John,
I don't
here's
know
the thing. Do you really want Nate running off with a win over Conor?
If he gets one.
I think he does.
Okay. No, you don't want that, but
But that's what's going to happen.
It's possible.
I think
it's possible.
Because he's been more active. He understands what would be at stake. He understands that like a win over Conor and then runs off to fight Jake Paul ups his value to say, hey, Jake Paul, pay me more. I just beat Conor McGregor. I don't think that'd be a smart move by the UFC to have him fight Conor McGregor. I just don't think. Don't be wrong. I want to see the fight. I know you want to see the fight. I know everyone out there, if you're going to have one last fight for Nate Diaz leaving the UFC, I want that fight. But if I'm the UFC, I'm not making that fight.
I think that's the fight they want to make.
There is a very good chance that Nate Diaz beats him. And not like the first 2 times. I think he finishes him like how Dustin finished him.
Well,
I think he puts him away in the second or third round.
He did finish him in the first fight.
No, I get it. But I'm saying I think he finishes him on the feet. First fight, he finished him on the ground.
He finished him on the feet.
He finished him on the feet. I think he outboxes him. I think he touches him up. I think that Conor is not the same fighter with the distance, the range, all of those things that he was when they fought the first 2 times.
John,
Conor lit him up in the... What's that?
I said, John, tell him how crazy he is.
I really look. The real question for me when it comes to Conor is this. Look, Conor's still a phenomenal athlete. He's very good. He's a good fighter. In the stand-up, he's got a lot of tools that he uses and uses well. Timing, distance control, all those things. Beautiful. Dude, every fight that he had against Nate has been at 170 pounds. And he didn't have any problems getting to that 170 pounds. He's going to have a hard time getting to that 170 pounds. He is thick right now. And by losing all of that, how's that going to affect his performance since he hasn't been fighting? That's the real question is weight loss wise, he's going to have a hefty amount of weight to have to bring down. He's got to be 190 pounds.
John, he's always struggled with cardio.
Uh-huh.
He's always struggled with it.
Yes.
This will be, I'm not sure it'll be a main event. I can't imagine it not be because it's Conor.
Come on, stop. You're not sure this is going to be a main event?
I don't know.
Do you think that they want this to be a 3-round fight?
It would favor Conor. It would favor Conor if it was a 3-round fight.
I'm not saying it would
more.
First off,
I'm looking at it as a promotional. I'm looking at it as a promotional view.
They don't want this to be a 3-round fight.
As a promotion, first off, you don't want Conor losing, which I think he's going to lose. Second is you don't want him definitely getting his ass kicked for 5 rounds. Okay, and then you'd rather have him in a 3 rounds. If it was a main event, he would.
No,
he'd probably get knocked out by the second or third.
It's a 5-round fight.
Yeah, he'll get finished in 2 or 3. You are correct about that. Now, if you want any chance of Conor winning, it'd be a 3-round fight. Any chance? That's it. I think he could steal rounds 1 and 2 from Nate Diaz. Can he survive round 3? That's the question. Look, he's not.
He did in their last fight.
He was a different fighter.
What do you mean he's a different fighter?
John, you just said he's fat now. He's thick. He has no lateral movement. You're just being a fucking troll right now. I swear to God. You're being a podcast Dave. I want to punch you. I want to punch you in the mouth right now. No.
This is crazy what you're saying right now, man.
No, it's not.
Read the comments later.
Dave, calm down, buddy. Calm down. Okay, one day at Alta doesn't make you a world beater. Calm down. Okay? Calm down. He's got his little Taekwondo style gloves on and stuff. Sends me a picture of him with baby oil on. Now all of a sudden he's telling me I'm a troll. Jeez, buddy.
You're hard right now.
I'm gonna have Lincoln smack you.
Keep in mind that Conor beat Nate in 5 rounds in the second fight. So
that's right.
Yeah, but you're trying to tell me that Conor McGregor is the same Conor that fought him back then. That's absolutely not true. No, he's not.
And Nate's old and slowing down.
You shut your
Nate's
whore mouth.
Old and slowing down.
Old and slowing down. Have you not seen how slow Conor McGregor is right now? God, I want to strangle you through this damn microphone.
The one thing that I love that I have seen from Conor, I'm going to give praise to it. Where is he right now? He's been back at SBG where he belongs.
Go to mybookie.ag. Use that promo code Weighing In, and they'll give you additional spending cash with your first initial deposit.